What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we are going to be talking about some more Black Ops 3 multiplayer information. So as you guys know, I was able to play the game at E3 just a couple of weeks ago. Got some hands-on time with that and bring you guys gameplay and all sorts of information about weapons and attachments and stuff like that. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the perks. I believe that the perks in this build of the game that we played are finalized. I think this is all the perks that are going to be in the game. I haven't heard anything about anything being added in or changed or anything like that. So I think these are the final perks set for the game. I wanted to share them with you guys and let you guys know what's up. So starting off in perk slot 1, we have Flak Jacket as the very first one. Take less damage from enemy explosives and flames. So that's kind of cool. Next up, we have Blind Eye, undetectable by enemy air support. Next up, Ghost. Cannot be detected by enemy UAVs while moving, planting or defusing bombs, or while controlling score streaks. So yes, Ghost is back, but it's back in the good way that we're used to. We really like Ghost when it works like that. It's anti-camper. Next up, we have Blast Suppressor. This was pretty much an absolute necessity in Advanced Warfare. No minimap signature when thrust jumping. Thruster sound is suppressed. I will say that it's not quite as significant as it was in Advanced Warfare. It's still a good perk to run, but since the thrust jump isn't used as much and it's just like it's not nearly as common, I don't think this is as much of a staple perk as it was before. So this slot is still a little bit more opened up than that third perk slot was in Advanced Warfare. Anyway, next up we have Afterburner Thrusters have faster recharge rates. So this doesn't extend your thrust, it just makes it so that your thrust will recharge faster. So instead of like the 2.5 seconds you have to wait, I think it drops it down to, under 2. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that's what Afterburner does. And then next up we have Overclock. Earn your specialist weapon or specialist ability faster. So if you really like the ability of the weapon you're using, you want to earn it more than 2 or 3 times a game, you can run this and it's going to help you earn it a little bit faster. I'm not sure what the actual multiplier is, but that's the 6th and final perk in the perk 1 slot. Now, next up, we have the perk 2 slot. So the first one here is Hardwired, immune to counter UAV, power core, and EMP grenades, will not trigger proximity-based lethals or tacticals. This kind of gets you completely off the grid in terms of stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Then we have Scavenger. Obviously, we know what that is. Replenish ammo and equipment from enemies killed by non-explosive weapons. Next up, we have Fast Hands. If anything, I would say this is one of the staple perks. I was running Fast Hands on most of my classes. Swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting. Reset the fuse and throwing back frag grenades. Next up, we have Tracker. See a digital imprint of enemy footsteps. So this one's kind of interesting, but it's only useful in certain scenarios. It's only when you're kind of running behind somebody and you'll see their footsteps on the ground where they just walked. But if you're already behind them, usually you know where they're going to be. So a lot of times it was cool, but it wasn't the most useful thing in the world. Now next up we have Ante Up. Spawn in starting with a bonus to your score streak meter. So this is kind of like a hard line, but in like a slightly different format, which is kind of cool. You can start off on those score streaks a little bit easier. And then next up we have Cold Blooded. Reduce your digital imprint against enemy tracker and 6th Sense perks, not targeted by ground-based AI score streaks, immune to thermal optics. So that's actually pretty good. 6th Sense is an extremely good perk. We talked about it before. It's in the 3rd perk slot. We're about to hear about it now. And staying off the radar for that is pretty useful. Now, anyway, moving on. Perk 3, this is the final perk slot. We have 6 more perks to go. First up, we have Engineer. Show enemy equipment and score streaks in the world. Show enemy score streaks on your minimap. And reroll and booby trap care packages, which are all pretty cool. So, Engineer is kind of a fun perk there. Next up, we have Dead Silence, which is move silently. And then on the opposite end of things, we have Awareness, which makes enemy movements easier to hear. I look forward to seeing how that's balanced and which one of those two is more powerful. Is Dead Silence going to be completely silent, or is Awareness going to be able to make it so you can hear Dead Silence relatively easily? That's going to be interesting to see what they do there. Next up, we have Tactical Mask. Reduce the effects of flashbangs, concussions, and shock charges. Then we have Gung Ho. We know that from Advanced Warfare. Hip fire your weapon, deploy equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. And then finally, last but not least, 6th Sense, what I think is the best perk in the game. It displays a minimap indicator with the direction of nearby enemies. So when you're next to somebody, whether they're above you, below you, on the same level as you, whatever it is, as long as you're close to them, your minimap will light up red, either forward, backward, left, or right, letting you know there's an enemy in that direction somewhere very, very close, which is obviously very, very useful, and it saved my ass a bunch of times. So anyway, there you guys have it. Those are all the perks in Black Ops 3, at least the ones we know of so far. Like I said, I do not think there are going to be any more added in, but I guess we never know. We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about the perks. Leave comments down below, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys later. Check out these 2 videos if you've seen yet. Peace out.